Don't pass. If you're a lover of motor vehicles and also loves to drive, this might be a tip that will help you. Do you know that before you start the engine of the motor vehicle, you should ensure that you observe the instrumentation panel for some symbols, especially the oil pressure indicator light and the battery sign. The battery sign represents the electrical system of the motor vehicle, whilst the oil pressure indicator light represents the mechanical system of the motor vehicle. Before you start the engine of the motor vehicle, the key goes through some steps. The first one is the lock, which is the one on the far left, and then the next one, turning it clockwise, is the ACC, and then the next one is the on, and then the last one is start. So you turn it to on instead of start. Now when you turn it to on, some of the symbols appears on the instrumentation panel, but I'm only emphasizing on the electrical system of the motor vehicle, which is the battery sign and then the oil pressure indicator light. These symbols appears because they are represented by sensors in the motor vehicle, and these sensors are placed that whenever there's a problem with the mechanical system of the motor vehicle, it will pick that problem and shoot it on the instrumentation panel for you to observe as a driver so that you can act on it. When you open the ignition, which is turning the key to the on, the sensors must announce themselves to you that they are alive by giving you that symbol on the instrumentation panel. Now when you start the engine, these symbols must go off, because anytime you start the engine and the symbols are still on, it means the sensors that told you that they are alive are already picking a problem for you. Anytime you are driving, anytime you are moving, make sure that you are observing the environment. You also observe the instrumentation panel, because as you keep moving, if anything happens to the car that has to do with the electrical system of the motor vehicle or the mechanical system of the motor vehicle, these symbols may appear. When it happens like that, you need to move your car from the traffic immediately. You work on it immediately. Call your mechanic immediately. Some of the things that may cause the battery sign to appear is when your alternator is not charging the battery correctly, it's not giving it the correct volt, or if it is overcharging the battery. If you have low electrolyte, your battery is weak, the cells in your battery is dead or is dying, you may see the battery sign on your instrumentation panel. And some of the things that may cause the oil pressure indicator light to also appear is when you don't have oil in your engine. If your engine oil is getting finished, if it is going too low, then you may see the oil pressure indicator light on your instrumentation panel. Apart from that, there are other things that may cause these signs to appear on your instrumentation panel. So please try and also do some little research, add it to this video, and it's going to help you. If this was useful to you, share to friends and loved ones, and stay tuned for the next tip. Sergeshon Makramo.